Hello guys, so I'm just going to be making this video to point out a few key elements. So the first one, if you're just going to pass this video fast, is there is going to be a transfer ticket that's going to be limited for a few days that you're going to be getting on the last day of the 7 gift Presti event. So I just want to point that out, and it does last for 7 days, so you really want to max out on that. Now let's go back in a bunch of the cool things that you're going to be able to see and a few annoying bugs that we've noticed. So first of all, the most annoying bug, even if it's not really a bug, is evolving gatekeepers. Again, if for any reason you try to evolve gatekeepers between both updates, I would advise you to count the amount of evolved gatekeepers you have, because last time I had a problem, one disappeared. It happened to my friend again this time. So just check it, message BB support, and they'll help you out. But for a lot of you who are not even able to do that, the trick to being able to evolve a gatekeeper, because you can't find him in formation anymore, is to go in training, go to the gatekeeper section and keep it pressed. Even though you can't select it, if you keep it pressed 3-4 seconds, you can actually open the page and then evolve them. So that is kind of the workaround to be able to evolve gatekeepers. There's a bunch of cool events that are going on, so I would honestly advise you to go check them out. There's some really nice rewards. Personally, my favorite is the 7 gifts from Presti event, because, well, it's just really generous. We get a Gatekeeper box, GP, 5-star box, unique Spirit Stone box, crystals, gold power up. So that's the very basics of what you're gonna get. There's gonna be a bunch of other events. Some are good, some are bad. The one that does promise you that if someone who's coming back, if they and types in your name will give you the reward, is really bad, because the problem with that is very simple. You're not going to end up having that many people returning, because it does require that you got as many returning players who are not gonna type in the same name twice, and who are all going to be returning during those 4 days where the reward is one of the 4 listed. Who basically means that you would need even more players to return than active players, who's basically insane. And even if you yourself own a second account and can get it, you can only do it 4 of the 12 days. So you would need multiple accounts where you would be spacing them to get the rewards, which just starts becoming crazy. So I'm really disappointed in that. It's not going to be as good as we think. Um, Another bunch of small things. The Spirit Stone, the cost has been put to 2,100. We now have an official picture of this. So Dense Magma, 2,100. So we already awaited them to be expensive. Again, this is a great investment just because unique stones cost on average 5 million gold. Unless you're trying to build your team and you don't have all the players, when then it's completely fine. But if you don't, take a unique stone, just because if you have 5, you can force a unique stone that you specifically want. And believe me, later on, you're going to be complaining about the RNG and keep getting the wrong stone. So it's kind of, in a way, cutting down the gold expense but hiring the GP expense. After a certain point, that's honestly better. And of course, you can sometimes let you just literally select the stone you want. Now, another little tip that some people were pointing out was relock your gatekeepers, just because when they did this, they changed the inventory system. So locking was removed on gatekeepers. They now do stack correctly. For selling, sadly, you can't sell an entire stack. I have tried. It doesn't work like that, but yes, there is the cap at 99, and then it ends up taking a new space. I was testing that with the minions. Now, it does feel like we've gained a lot of space in our inventory. I personally gained around 120 space. So on that part, it really didn't lie. It does feel pretty damn great. And the best part is for what I have in my inventory, if I do get more Beelzebubs, Gatekeepers, Swirlies, it won't literally take any more space unless I go up the 99 cap, who honestly, if I do that, I'm just going to spend it all and empty it out. So that's not a big issue for me. And again, I would advise you to go down to read it and look and go on the forums. There's a bunch of stuff going around, some clues, some advice. One little trick, though, that I'm going to point out is, as a lot of you have noticed, there is the new friendship system. So you got to get an extra 30 points to max out a new stat. And if you don't like it, when you hit the second 30, you can press reset. Well, actually, there's a very simple trick to do it for free. Get every time you're at 0 and you see the response, take one who only gives you 1 point. And then if it's not the stat you want, go back one. Depending on the player, some are bugged. It might even give you crystal back for reaching the original 30, who's pretty damn cool. And when you get back, it erases the stat and you're re-rolling it the second time. So you could get a different one, who actually in a way is much better than going all the way up to 30 and resetting back. So I just want to point that out too. If you have any other little tips of what we could do with the patch, put in the comments. If you have any questions or any problem, write it down. This was just a little bit of tips and stuff we've noticed with the patch. Have a good day, guys.